Hey everyone, welcome to the FancyKat channel. I'm Fawn, and today I'm coming to you with my 1 month update on my Yummy Caribbean wave, also known as the sea wave. So I purchased this here on January 28th of this year, and I received it on February 1st by UPS. No, not UPS, the United States Postal Service, it came really quick, and I received it on a Saturday, which was a bonus for me. So the specifics on here is the 2 bundles on the side I have in 22 to 24, and they measured actually to be 26 inches, which I was so happy. And I have a closure in also from Yummy, which is the Sea Wave closure, and it's 14 through 16, and it measured to be 14 inches. So I've had the hair in my hair a month and maybe almost a month and a week, and I really do love the hair. It's really pretty, it's really soft, it's manageable. It's like that shake and go hair. I mean, it's like perfect hair. You don't really have any problems with it. So some of the good things that I like about the hair is that with the color, it is a natural 1B, so it's in between that dark brown and that off black, which I like, because even when I used to buy, even when I buy beauty supply store hair, that's the color that I used to always get, a 1B. So I really like that. What else? The hair is really wavy. The hair is really soft. It smelled good when I got it. It was so wavy. I think I have pictures. I'll show you guys that all at the end, but it was really wavy, really pretty. I wrote some stuff down. I'm being lazy, but I didn't want to leave anything out. It holds the curl really well. So I got these curls using my flexi rods, and I use the purple ones. I've also wand curled this hair, and my wand curls lasted 3 days. I didn't use any holding spray, and it was really windy in New York City, so 3 days with the wind was heaven. And after the curls drop, it gives it like a nice pretty wave as well. So it holds the curl without holding spray. You don't have to use that. I've also flat ironed the hair to see how it would look flat ironed, and I like that as well, but I would advise to use a heat protectant spray. But I just prefer the hair to be, you know, naturally wavy. Another good thing about it is when you do wash the hair and condition it or even wet it, it does go back to its naturally wavy state. And what I did notice about my hair is that hair is like a slight big wave, but at the bottom when I wash it, it's like these really fine deep waves, which is really, to me, really pretty. I like that. So yeah, I have very minimal tangling in my hair. The only time I notice that my hair is tangled is if I have like a sweater or something on and it's like rubbing against my sweater, and like when I go to rake my fingers through it, or when it's really dry and it's time for me to co-wash it, I might get a snag or two, but nothing really major where I can't rub my hands through it. I have minimal, so that's the minimal tangling. I only get like a few strands of hair shedding, is also when my hair is really dry, or when I need to co-wash it. But other than that, I don't get any strands and no fur balls, none of that stuff. So that's another good quality about the hair. The wefts of my hair were thin, which is a plus. They're really full. Like, these wefts are really full. So I don't know if you can see, but they're like really full. So that was another bonus for me. I didn't have any of those like little chipped up things or little chipped off flying hairs or anything with the hair, so that was perfect for me. What else? That was it. So this part of my hair I love. I have no cons, no complaints about this part of my hair. It's beautiful. I can rake my hands through it. I love it. My closure is where the cons had came in. So with the closure, when I first got it, it was very wavy, like this hair, very wavy and pretty. And I thought when I first seen it, it was going to be, you know, very blendable with like the other 2 bundles that I had. So I co-washed my hair. And I took a silk, I have like this silk bag that I keep my hair in, and I put it inside the bag, and maybe a week later I wore it for my birthday. So when I took it out the bag, I noticed that the hair was kind of frizzy, so I just put some, I just wet it and put some frizz ease on there. And when I went outside, I noticed that as it was drying, the waves were coming back up. So that was all good for me. Maybe about 3 days later, I noticed that this part of my hair, for some reason, would not lay down. And I'm not sure if it's due to the cold and it made the hair frizzy or what, and I don't wear hats. But the hair was so frizzy, and I noticed that because this hair is shorter than this part of the hair, it looked like it was all chopped up and it wouldn't blend, and I really didn't like that. in the beginning. So frizziness was a no for me. I hated it. And even with my frizz buster, it really didn't, you know, help me in the first couple of weeks after I wore it. So with the closure, I found the closure to be unmanageable in the first week. I could not style this thing. It was just like a big puff that didn't match. I did have some flyaway hairs when I parted my hair. Like when I part my hair on this side, almost at the end, there's like these little, I don't know what happened, but it looked like somebody snipped the cut or something, but it was kind of like chopped up over there. I did notice that it had gray hairs in it. So I just plucked the gray hairs out because I know that's just natural with virgin hair. My closure was dry, so what I did was co-wash my hair again, and also I switched up my conditioner because that Moroccan oil whatever does not go with this hair for some reason. So I went back to using my L'Oreal Evercurl conditioner and shampoo. So what I did was shampooed and reconditioned my closure, and I let it sit there for maybe like an hour because I wanted to get a really good deep condition. And I did notice that the moisture of the hair came back, and that it was a little bit more it was a little bit less puffy and a little bit less frizzy. So when I did I flat ironed the front, and I parted it, plucked out those gray hairs, and what I did with those fine, I don't know what those things was, those chipped up hairs, was I just cut them off. I cut them off, and with the remainder of the hair I just tucked them under my hairline and sewed it down. So that was you know, that problem was fixed. What else I did? I flexi rodded the front. This is when I first got it, to try to, you know, do something with it because I could not figure out what I was going to do with the hair, and I really didn't want to cut it as well. So after I with the deep conditioner, with the hot flat iron and the frizz buster, for some reason the hair, and I tied it down real tight for like 3 days. When I took it off, I noticed that the hair became more natural and started to blend in with the 2 bundles at the bottom. So another thing that I noticed is that when I do wash the hair, it does go back to its natural pattern. So this closure will get wavy, but it doesn't have that frizziness or that dryness is going, I guess, due to the conditioner that I'm using now. So what I do is, when I don't want the this bouffant or this little puff in the top of my hair, I'll co-wash my hair, I'll part it down the middle, and I'll use the wide tooth comb, and as it's drying, I'll just, you know, part it the way that I want while it's wet. So when it does dry, I can just put my wig cap on and go out the door and don't have to worry about no puffiness or nothing, and just add a little frizz buster, or sometimes I use like maybe one spray oil sheen, but that's for my closure. But a month and a week later, I don't really have any complaints about my closure anymore. I've gotten used to it. It's not as thick as it was when I first got it, maybe because I keep flat ironing or something or whatever. But yeah, it's not as thick and unmanageable as it was. It is a versatile part. In the back also, you can, you know, I zigzag this part and everything, so you can really do anything with it, which is a plus. But just in those first maybe a week and a couple of days of me having closure, it wasn't working for me. But I would recommend this hair. The hair is really pretty, it's really soft, it's really manageable. My closure as well, I'm starting to really like it now, maybe because it's getting, you know, I'm getting used to it and it's getting older, and you know, like with time sometimes things get better. But I would recommend the closure. If you really want a closure and you don't want one of them thin closures that's look bald or whatever, this is really a full closure. And I only had to use 2 bundles and the closure, and it filled up my whole hair. So this is how it looks in the back. And when it's not curled, it really, I'm 5'4", so when the hair is straight, it reaches right above my butt. So it's pretty long, it's pretty nice. But that's it, ladies. I know it's been I've been rambling, but you know, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. Follow me on Facebook for those of you who are on Facebook. I'm on Facebook at www.facebook.com/FancyKat right here. Also Instagram at the Fancy Little Bitch Brigade, and my IG name is fawn_FancyKat right here. And I'll see you next time, ladies. Bye.